Alright, welcome to Nocturne Mix Finals. This is between Burning Skull and alibby. Both gotten to the finals in this tournament, and now they're playing them. I guess I'm the sole commentator today, which I had to wake up for, so if I say something completely ridiculous, that's why. This board has not really a village other than whatever the village knight is, and that's not going to do you a whole lot here. Aside from that, you have knights with guardian, so really Anne is probably the only valuable one. As Burning Skull, you might open guardian for it. Aside from that, you have werewolf courtier, that's a 4-type for there. I guess with Goat you might still open something like Guardian Treasure or something like that. Your main draw is coming out of Den of Sin, but I think this Courtier Werewolf interaction is going to be a pretty significant deal here. I think I'd like to start Guardian Treasure. I think as either player. Possibly Guardian Den of Sin's a little bit better. We'll see. The concern I would have with Den of Sin is that you're not going to be reaching back to your price points for more Dens of Sin. Of course, the concern with Treasure is that you don't end up cycling as well as you'd like to, but if you see the Treasure at turn 3 especially, you'd be able to buy a Den there, and then you'd just be, I think, much better off than the player who bought Den of Sin turn 2. So, I think we'd like to see Guardian Treasure here. Alternatives with Pixie is like Pixie, I don't know, maybe Silver. Now we'll see. So they both go after the Pixie. We'll see what it pairs with. I'm guessing Silver. Alright. Yeah, Silver in both cases. So now we expect to see Den of Sin. For both of them, especially for Burning Skull having the Goat here. Getting back to it quicker seems like a priority. Takes the Treasure there. That one's a little bit strange to me. I think you would have, yeah, I think it was a guaranteed 5 this turn buying Den of Sin, so. It picks up Damiana. That's gonna say that a Guardian's coming on this side pretty soon, I think. We'll see what Burning Skull does, though. I guess there's Defiled Shrine that you could think about a little bit. That Guardian was early. There's no way alibby's playing Damiana this turn. I guess C's Gift could have done it, but not depending on that. The one thing that Damiana will do for alibby is potentially make it so that you can take Shrine earlier, you get thinner, and the curse won't do quite as much. But I'm not a huge fan either way. That was a good set of boons this turn. Be able to thin down to 5 here. Thin down and still have 5. And got to trash the Treasure, so that's a really big deal. This Damiana did quite a bit. Den is a little bit curious to me. I guess you only have the one piece of terminal space, so that's fine. The one thing with having Damiana is that when you go to add this Courtier, you won't want to pick up a Werewolf with it. Burning Skull here, I might... No, I think you just have to take a Den. you're not really getting around to things that well. So I think you just have to take another den here. Yeah. I'd say alibby is certainly pulled ahead a bit. Here you can trash 2 coppers, trash 1 copper. I mean, that way you trash 2 coppers either way. Takes a courtier. That looks all good. This is a pretty big boon for Burning Skull here. He was going a little bit behind on thinness and now isn't. Still needs to figure out how to pick up a second Guardian at some point, but I don't think that you can really prioritize it over courtier right now. So, okay, that's as expected. Let's see, you take like coins, gold, action, something like that. I guess you could think about taking like coins, buy, whatever. Coins by action, that is, and grabbing the shrine, but this looks fine. Might have gone for trashing that copper and picking up like a pixie or chariot race here. Courtier might still be better. I'm not sure exactly what the draw situation is. Okay, yeah, this is 1 short, which isn't that bad, but still not that into it. I guess a chariot race would have been inappropriate because there wouldn't have been any cards in deck, but you know. I think Burning Skull's move here is going to be to take a coins and a buy. You ought to pick up like a werewolf and pixie maybe this turn. This is like the best courtier board I've seen, yeah. I think like courtier itself and chariot race are the only single types that aren't like these. That's pretty astounding. Takes gold and coins. That one, I guess this is just going to try to pick up a werewolf or something like that. Could possibly go back to the treasure. Okay, picks up Sir Martin. I guess that's what that's going to do, is it's going to force alibby to take Guardian, but that's not that big a deal anymore. It's not really going to waste a buy with the courtiers. Think, okay, this looks about right. You're going to buy something like Den, Guardian, and depending on how much copper you trash. If you only trash 1 copper, it could be like 2 Dens and a Guardian here. Sounds pretty good. So that's Den, Guardian, Den, Courtier, Guardian. Alright, I don't think there's quite the draw there for that, yeah. Den would have overdone by 1, but I think underdoing is maybe quite a bit worse. Not sure. This will be Guardian, Pixie, something. Most likely. You might think about picking the treasure back up. We'll see. You don't really necessarily need to be playing Sir Martin. Okay, it's going to be Chariot Race Den, and then I'm guessing the Curse. Alright. I can definitely deal with that in Burning Skull's deck right now. I think alibby may have done better to think a little bit more about the Curse last turn. Not sure. Needs the I think I would have taken buy from one of the other courtiers. I would have put you at like 10 and 3 buys, which could have been, say, Guardian Pixie Den. Which looks better than the 2 buy options to me. Okay, so it's Den Chariot Race. I don't think the Chariot Races are going to do a whole lot here. Just to say pretty much nothing. Action buy coins. Action coins gold. Oh, I guess Sir Martin gives the buys. That's right. I guess that's another advantage of Sir Martin, is it gives your buys so your courtiers can do something else like gain gold. We just see Den. Maybe Chariot Races if you really think that's going. I might just take 2 Dens though. Or like Den Courtier. One nice thing about Den here might be that it makes alibby panic a little, but it looks like that's not happening. I think as alibby here, I'm making moves to take all 3 of these Dens. I think long term that's just going to be one of the better things you can do. You get the more draw in. Could trash this goat. I guess you don't want to do that because you do want to buy all 3 Dens. Probably only play 3, but I would definitely empty Dens here. Yeah, this isn't going to do that. So this is instead going to be Den and some Chariot Races. I really don't think the Chariot Races are doing you too much. I'd rather just be gaining golds and being able to draw those. So that looked like a poor move. Another thing putting a bunch of Chariot Races in the deck does is it makes it so your opponent's Chariot Races actually work, which is kind of sad. I certainly expect Burning Skull to be aggressive and take the last 2 Dens here, probably with a Guardian. Or almost certainly with a Guardian. Which, given that you're going to be hitting something like 15, probably means you want to buy out of this courtier, like, buy coins action. So you could buy, say, Guardian, Chariot Race, 2 Dens, play 3 of the Dens. Den, yeah, does grab both Dens. I was probably pretty thankful that alibby hadn't. I guess see later. Chariot Race and Guardian. Right? We'll see if Burning Skull goes for balance here. My guess would be yes. I think that's a good move, for now at least. You don't need all 4 Dens to be drawing next turn, so just play the 3 and let them balance out. Should take a gold out of one of these to play Chariot Race for sure. Okay, good. Here I think you just probably start on the provinces. 2 provinces and a pixie looks fine. I guess you can think about trashing the silver. I think Pixie's better than trashing the silver, though. That might not be true, actually. Oh, I guess you'd probably want to pick up a Guardian instead. So don't trash that silver, take 2 provinces and a Guardian. Instead, this might look something like province, 2 chariot races and a Guardian. Now that you've trashed the silver. Definitely don't want to be letting knight attacks go through right now. It takes 2 provinces, so leaving up the stuff open to knight attack looks not so great. Prevent that, I guess, either by keeping the silver or whatever. Now we can watch this knight flip province and what's something that doesn't matter, chariot race. Prove me wrong. Or maybe it'll flip the knight. Let's see. Trash is gold, so that's not insignificant. Does flip the province. That may have actually still been a net positive, weirdly. Burning Skull masked the 2 provinces. I think should, in most cases, be able to double again next turn, which means we are probably going to be getting into a little bit of point dancing. I guess especially since alibby doesn't reach 16 here anyways. Means this last courtier can go like coins gold buy. Coins gold action, rather. You don't actually need to play the knight right here at all. So, coins gold buy. Yeah, no need to be playing this knight. Take the gold. So, province, duchy. Possibly a Guardian, possibly a Pixie. I think the issue with like Guardian is that it's not actually going to help you reach whatever number next turn. Well, I guess it's not. You have 16 anyways without it, and it's not going to make you reach 18. So I guess this is going to be province, duchy, Pixie. Yeah. Need race hits, that's true. I guess Guardian's probably a good move then. So Burning Skull starts to fall apart a little bit here. I don't know to what extent that's a problem. But okay, 2 duchies and another chariot race. I'm a little bit not sold on the chariot race, maybe, but it doesn't end up mattering. The races don't hit anyways. I think as alibby here, you can probably look at taking a province as being fairly safe. Yeah, sure, just a moment. Let me get myself listening. Alright. That should be if you end up talking. people should be able to hear it. So I am now being joined by Xyrix whenever he decides to show up. For real. Okay. You showed up. Let's make you a little bit louder, because I guess you're on your phone. Alright. Now that I've been distracted by that, what's been going on with the game?
Too much. B-Skull got too dodgy, then Libby more dodgy.
Okay. It would be matched that. I think a province probably could have been taken.
Yeah, I mean, seems like B-Skull is a little...
Yeah. It seems like pretty unlikely to reach, especially only having gotten the 2 dens out. So. Okay, takes in a guardian. Werewolf is... I mean, it'll end up drawing a little bit more. It might produce some coins that way, I guess. It also gives courtiers a second target, which might be valuable in the current deck state. I guess people can actually hear when I go adjusting your volume like that, which is kind of funny on the recording. Anyways. I think Burning Skull would also be fine, like, taking Province Duchy here. I don't know if there's a point with the 4 dens coming, though. I guess you can't double Duchy. Right?
Well, yeah, it's better. Can, but it's also like, it's not like you're piled, but still, it's better.
I'd be somewhat concerned about alibby piling if I were to take double Duchy. Yes.
Yeah. Excited, at least.
Let's see. I guess I mean, there's not much to draw with this werewolf, is there? The good case would be a bunch of green cards. I guess you might do it anyways, just because there's not really much else to do. I guess I could draw a den, too. Yeah. Is there actually another gold in there? Might be. I thought there was only 1 gold up there, but maybe not.
Yeah, as of last.
Let's see. Duchy is the same amount of danger, or same dangerous. I think Burning Skull might just win next turn anyways. Not sure what the buy situation is.
He's got his,
Yeah, he has the knight in these 6 cards. We need to find courtier in addition. Of course, enough money, which is non-trivial since all the golds were last turn and all the green is this turn.
Alibby, I could have taken something like Survivor's Curse. It's Duchy replacement.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Like, treasure curse, I guess. Werewolf curse. I guess you're saying there's another buy in there. Maybe.
Yeah, I guess I would.
Is this enough? What? 14, 17. 17 is enough. No, 17 isn't enough. One short. Chariot race costs 3, not 2. Even so, taking 3 duchies looks fine, reasonable, good.
Yeah.
3 duchies and a curse.
Either that or double. Yeah.
Double province also.
Like B skill seems pretty one, unless he does something really stupid like buys
3 curses.
That'd be not as bad as.
I guess like Survivor Marauder would be a worse move than 3 curses.
Yeah, that.
So it'll be a couple turns before alibby loses for sure. I'm guessing. I don't know how likely exactly Burning Skull is going to be to reach numbers. Could even do it this turn. Might even like. Yeah. I think alibby's actually going to win here.
Looks like it.
What a Dudd'll do.
Well, look at that touch. Well, I mean, he definitely just buys.
State, sure. Yeah, this'll do. Certainly. Especially leaving the curse on top. Oh, what an amazing boon.
It's good. We get to see more clicking as a result of it.
Let's just hit 25 on the last turn or something. All right. That was. It looked like Burning Skull had kind of done something nice. So the 3 duchies and a curse would have actually been a lot better for Burning Skull than the 2 provinces and a curse. Would have actually been able to, win just buying a chariot race. Just really lucky. There was definitely a move Burning Skull could have done a bit better, I think. Anyways.
Yeah, and I mean, alibby's deck did have a lot more payload because it had all those courtiers.
Yep.
3-1 for him there.
Yeah. Chariot race does chariot race things.
What do we have here?
We have encampment being seemingly important.
Seems pretty important.
I mean, you could just, I suppose, pull Recruiter out of the black market, and then it would still be important because it's draw. So.
Yeah, you gotta get, both of the draw. Well, you don't really need that much draw, I guess.
Yeah, encampment can do both draw and village. I guess something you might look to do early is to, demand an encampment, and that might get you a pretty nice trash. But, yeah, like here for alibby, demanding an encampment looks great. We'll see, though.
Same Moneylender.
Demand Wishing Well is better than Demand Encampment, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, well...
Yeah, definitely Treasure Map. Okay, takes the Moneylender. It's probably okay-ish. I think it's a little bit of a waste of time, but...
I would really rather not.
Think Market Square is worse than Demanding Something. That's the only one here you'd consider, I think. Right now.
Sure doesn't.
No, I'd like Demand Encampment. You can build pretty big cemeteries out of Demand. I keep saying that, and it keeps not happening, so... That's how these things go pretty often, is... You keep saying things and they keep...
That you...
Sorry, go.
You get the...
It would be top decks of Black Market here, which I guess there's an encampment down there, but I'm still not that happy with. I don't think. I feel like there's not a whole lot of trashing emphasis going on here, which... something I would certainly like. Procession, what do you do? No, I wouldn't take Ghost.
Yeah, I would take Proc.
I mean, Proc Encampment, I guess Proc Black Market, Proc Bard. Seems like it's a little bit of a long chain, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, the main problem is just not having anything good at 4, but I think you can mileage out of doing encampment well. Fun and giggles to get your Bard.
Yeah. I think I would have liked Proc more if stuff was already a lot more trashed down than it is. Burning Skull have a bit of a decision coming up with the 2 Black Market plays. You can trash out 4 coppers, but you kind of need the coppers right now, it seems.
Yeah, I'm not.
Just for Outpost. I guess what you're just gonna end up doing here is like encampment gold.
Yeah, that's...
By the way, to those of you watching this later, I can't hear xyrix about half the time either, so...
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's not just you not being able to hear it. It's fine though.
I'll just try to make some comforting noises here.
Alright. I think it's a connection, but it's all right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have Wi-Fi here. Mercy of my sulk.
Two encampments. So Burning Skull will be setting up to do bigger and better things pretty soon. Experiment's good. Real good. These are a little less good. Highway would be nice if you could afford it, but you can't. So
Nothing.
let's see here. Burning Skull has an encampment down there. I think so. Let's just go for the copper. You could take Altar. That looks quite good. Yeah, Experiment doesn't return to the pile. I'm not sure if Altar is actually better than Cemetery right now. I don't think it is. You could even, demand Cemetery. That does nothing, doesn't it? You top deck a horse in a cemetery, so... I guess it gets you a little bit of initial increase in hand size, which is good. So, that cemetery has me feeling pretty good about Burning Skull this game. Butcher would have been good a while ago. For sure. It might still be good now. Not sure on that one. Captain would have also been good a while ago, and it also still might be good now. Once you start getting the bridge trolls out, I guess it can play as Sacred Grove. And it can still do Wishing Well in the meantime. So I think I like Captain. Really over anything else. Cemetery Trash would be pretty disappointing. Possibly Demand an Encampment looks good. Stockpile does not look good at all. This deck seems to have gotten very confused very quickly.
Can't blame.
Here's another great trash for Burning Skull. I don't think you can afford both Kiln and the trash, which means you don't. You can buy something, I guess, that costs up to 3. Goatherd seems worse than the Kingdom alternatives, I think. Which would be Wishing Well, maybe Silver. I guess you could pick up another black market to try to look for more villages, whatnot. No, it does take the Goatherd. Alright. It'll get the last... Oh, it has the market square. That's a point in favor of Goatherd there. Alright. Yeah, discard Silver for Cemetery, I think, clearly. We are. It'll start to get thinned down, but Burning Skull doing more of that early is going to be a pretty significant pulling ahead.
I don't
You don't like the plunder, is what you're possibly saying. This wishing well should wish for something that isn't gold. I'm not sure what though. Maybe like goat herd. Probably not. What crappy cards in there? Cemetery. I think this wish is for cemetery. Okay, wishes for goat herd, which is fine. Yeah, goat herd I guess was pretty reasonable, but now you can play the encampments, so. Got the wish either way. The real wish was finding a gold. Old Witch looks quite nice, but I'm not sure if it's actually, like, good. You can goat herd. Should have played the goat herd, trashing a haunted mirror and discarding black market for a ghost there. Or could have. I don't know if should have, but could have, and it would have been really cute to do. I would have been able to draw the ghost immediately, I think. So that would have been nice. Especially since what are you really buying here? I don't know what I see this buy as. It might just be like wishing well for maximum inoffensiveness. Alright. So Alibi not being trashed down as much means this old witch is going to be quite a bit more impactful than maybe it has any right to be. But neither of them really did a trashing emphasis early. Burning Skull, I think, got away with it a little bit more.
No matter what.
I think right now I just described Libby's deck as confused. Like, I don't think it's going to do that much of interest. So, it's probably, possibly this game is going to end up just being more of a waiting for a resign than anything else. Just disappointing, but I guess we saw things turn around a couple times last game. This is a little less turnaroundy of a board. Discards market.
Yeah, this is pretty much just fun. Well, I guess it's crazy.
Discarded market square for a ghost rather than a gold there. I don't know if that was intended, but I guess he wanted the ghost for sure. So Haunted Woods. That's always an interesting one. Black market around, they top deck their hand mid-turn. I'm not sure if it's actually worth picking up. Can't afford Haunted Woods without disabling encampment. Yeah, that is a problem, isn't it? Does pick it up anyways. So loses the encampment, which is definitely not my favorite thing to be doing. There is losing the encampment, but you'll get what you need to done otherwise. And Burning Skull just realized that he lost it. Buy Watchtower, draw it, trash a copper with it to discard MS to ghost MS. That sounds a little on the convoluted side, I have to say. Takes improve. I wonder what wants to be improved here. Especially given the Haunted Woods. Xyrix lagging is not just you. Xyrix is probably both lagging a bit and is a little bit hard to hear. But we're dealing with it this morning. Or whatever it is for the rest of you. Okay, plays improve over Haunted Woods. I guess is thinking that you want to buy something, but the improve doesn't get you to be buying something, and it comes at the end of your turn, so you're not going to get to ghost whatever it is. Yeah, we're just having Xyrix randomly interject every now and then whenever that stuff gets through. So yeah, Burning Skull's going to go ahead and play Haunted Woods, and then I guess is going to buy this Abandoned Mine to ghost. Not really, but no. Improve is on discard. Yeah, at the start of cleanup. So actually got mine. Wait. You know how earlier I was talking about how like we weren't going to see a whole lot here. We've decided to change that up a bit, I guess. Yeah, I'm not a huge. I mean, I think that buying nothing from the black market and then just buying a wishing well for it's going to be better, but you know. Burning Skull is actually struggling a little bit here, having lost the one terminal. Which is notable. And certainly would be better off here just having the ghost in hand rather than using it up on the Abandoned Mine. So we'll see. It's certainly a bit of life to alibby. Silk Merchant looks nice. You could even draw it immediately, improve it. I guess you can't improve it if you draw it immediately. You could improve something this turn, like you could improve this Abandoned Mine into nothing, which seems like actually probably your best move, even though it uses up this villager, sadly. You don't want the Abandoned Mine in deck next turn, although you can deal with it with Goat Herd. We'll see. Takes Plunder Wishing Well. Not a giant fan of the Plunder. alibby should try proccing an encampment here, maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, I think alibby needs to proc the encampment, but it's also kind of bad to give it up at this point, since Burning Skull has a lot better deck to use it. So it'd be pretty wishful to be playing an encampment, but on the other hand, I don't know how else you're gonna be making it this game. None of these look particularly good. Like, obviously you'd hope that it hits, but like proccing the encampment gives you enough hand size to maybe actually get a reasonably good cemetery in, and some other things, I suppose. This would be a lot better hand. Yeah, Den looked pretty good. This would be a lot better turn if Burning Skull had his Haunted Woods out. Another Bard. Okay. That's certainly interesting. Okay, xyrix is giving up, apparently. So, sorry about the giant pings for no reason earlier for people watching this on recording. Burning Skull wishes for encampment there, which looks not great. You have the Old Witch in hand. I guess you want to wish for the encampment for the possibility that you get the village and don't have to use up the villagers, so that was fine. Here's the Abandoned Mine coming back to haunt everything, which I think is well deserved for a Burning Skull to be staring at this abandoned mine. Buying it was so mysterious. Mysterious is the word. You want to be playing Black Market as Burning Skull. At this point, you do need to be finding more village. You gave up the encampment. You're going to need more terminal space to get this Bridge Troll turn going for real. So we'll see what you can find out of there. Surely you're playing this Market Square, yeah, okay. So now Black Market. Hope for the best. That just shuffled. I think we saw pretty much 0 villages in the entire thing. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong about that. Hostelry. Hostelry is the only village in the entire thing, which is going to make things pretty ugly going forward. I think you possibly take Caravan here. You'd maybe rather have it on the other side of Haunted Woods, but Caravan also might have been a fine thing to be ghosting. It's not that appealing. Oh, Captain. Captain's another village. Alright. Hostelry Captain. There's probably like some version of Necropolis that I also skipped over in my head. But so if you can align everything just right, with Hostelry and Captain, you might be able to get the big turn. It looks like Burning Skull's more going for just a large number of plunders, prints. Alright, there's villages. They're just all suck, other than Hostelry. Not playing Haunted Woods is odd. Did he play? No, he played an Improve instead to improve the Silk Merchant, which looks goodish to me. What did you gain out of the Silk Merchant? To plunder. Yeah, I think that was probably the right move there for Burning Skull. But one turn Haunted Woods, one turn Ghost. Yeah. It's a bit of balance. I'm not sure if you actually want the balance though, since like your big turn has to be with Ghost if you're going to be going for a big turn. So like you might want them to actually be aligned so that you can definitely get all of your stuff out on that one big turn. We'll see though. It's just more plunders down there. I guess there's like one plunder down there, one black market. Okay. Clearly Burning Skull knows his deck better than I know his deck, because he already has 3 plunders in hand. No, there is another plunder down there, right? I say this card is a plunder unless it's been discarded that I haven't seen. So Burning Skull's goal here, long term, is just to be accumulating lots of points with plunder. And I guess slowly either pile provinces or something else. The match is that alibby is up 1-0. Capital looks okay as a source of plus buy. You'd rather do Bridge Troll, but Capital is non-terminal. Okay, isn't buying that one. Prince is great as a source of village. That is one of the villages that was mentioned, so you might want to think about picking it up. You could Prince and Improve. That sounds pretty bad. You'd be more looking at, say, Princing a Wishing Well, or if you're living freely, Market Square Encampment. Princing Encampment would be pretty exciting. Although I think probably not the best option. Yeah, Prince Improve. Princing Encampment, Princing Improve. Both are definitely moves. Ooh. Okay, Burning Skull does choose to stop there, leave the Prince on top. I think it would have been worth wishing for something there. You don't really want Prince Market Square on top of your deck for next turn. Probably wish for the Prince, actually. In the interest of getting a good turn next turn. Oh, this will, I guess, be fine. Wish for Market Square. Oh, did you want the buy? Yeah, you wanted the buy. Okay. Alibby has a bunch of bards. Okay, Alibby gives up, which I think was something of a long time coming. I think they both could have done a lot more trashing emphasis at the start and been a lot happier. The black market was not that great there, which was probably also a contributing factor to stuff being a little bit ugly. There's like very limited in terms of villages. I did have the draw on Old Witch that I think was a pretty big deal. What's this next board bring? This next board brings a distinct lack of villages. I guess Scepter is village, but it doesn't actually help you much getting lots of Bridge Trolls out. So this game might kind of end up devolving into something certainly not pretty. Animal Fair is safe from Knights. I guess what you can try to do is like trash down quickly. Play with some chariot races, play with Animal Fair, pretty much ignore Knights. You could try to Scepter Animal Fair and just kind of play money, going for provinces pretty quick. I think I like something like a possibly silver. I don't know. I do like opening Vampire Monastery if you have a 5/2. That seems like a really, really good thing to have happen to you. I will say. Burning Skull does Silver Devil's Workshop, which I'm a little bit suspect of, just because it doesn't hit 5 that well, and I think Devil's Workshop isn't actually doing a whole lot for you here early. I guess it can gain Chariot Races, which is fine, but you want to be getting the Vampire in. Alright, Burning Skull hits 5 anyways, so what do I know? And now you're just gaining a bunch of Chariot Races. Alibby's Vampire misses. It's not a positive on that side. I think on 3s you're probably just buying Chariot Race for a while. Like, there's not a whole lot else you want to do. Even this Vampire is probably just gaining Chariot Race, yeah. So it'll be a pretty disappointing start until they can kind of get a bit more trash down. Here we're going to see more Vampire gaining Chariot Race. Omens may have been a little bit of a positive there. No, Omens was definitely a positive there. Always important to point out when the hexes help. Okay. Burning Skull gets a Discard Knight. The Discard Knight is definitely the best one here. There's no doubt about that. No, Molly is not the best. Discard is the best. Molly's fine, but you're just not going to get anything done with it. I don't think anything significant done with it. Play Bridge Trolls. Okay. You played 3 Bridge Trolls and your hand size is still terrible. This is my look at it. Okay. Chariot Races are out, so that's going to stop being a thing that they can just do by default. Alibby might want to consider taking Dame Natalie here, just because the Discard Knight is something that you do want to end up killing. I'm not sure if Burning Skull is actually going to be consistent enough getting it out that it's worth taking the Knight for it, though. The discard attack is going to be pretty significant, but not clear that you really want it. I think a gold might have been better than Dame Natalie there. I don't know. Just play the Devil's Workshop for nothing, even though you have 5. Apparently that's how disappointing this board is. Discard attack's really impactful here. Okay, keeps Chariot Race. I guess there was something to think about there, but now you're going to just take a silver to play the Monastery. Okay, this is fine. This can be a gold gain. Bat the copper, gain a gold. It's not a pleasant move, but there are none. There are no pleasant moves. I think as really either of them, I'd just be starting to try to think about holding back maybe a Chariot Race to go get Animal Fair. You might get Sir Vanda right here as Alibby just for that purpose, to trash it to Animal Fair, gaining a gold. Scepter. That might just be also terrible. It's pretty slow. Although you're going to be wanting to get the animal fair anyways, so I don't know. Heck, that sums up this game. Misery. Yeah, this is not the most beloved board in Dominion. Certainly. I might like to see alibby pick up Servander here, just as a animal fair trash target. And I also think gold's better than Scepter. You just look at how am I going to be buying provinces. Burning Skull picks up a Scepter. I guess what the Scepters can do is they can replay Chariot Race or be silver. That seems like, I don't know. I just don't know. Apparently I'm that stunned at this game. I guess we can try to look at... Oh! The knights are going to disappear. I don't actually know if it's good for Burning Skull to play Sir Michael here, given that the knights are going to disappear, but alibby will be happy to get Sir Michael out of the way. Starting to pick up Devil's Workshops. They can do quite a bit of imps, but draws Bat dead. Play your Scepters first. That's the moral of this story. More Vampire. Yeah, I'm not liking more of these Knight cards right now, just at all. I think you want to be just figuring out how you're gonna be making province buys, because that's definitely eventually what this is gonna be, is province buys. This Devil's Workshop, I think, should just gain gold here. Buy nothing, gain gold, because gold is better than any 5 cost. Okay, there is some disagreement there. I don't know what the extra Devil's Workshops are supposed to do. They might get an imp into the deck, but I don't know that imp is that good. It's just going to be like a terminal plus 2 cards. So sometimes it might be non-terminal if you draw it early, but I don't know. Artisan. I have no clue what the Artisan is doing. I guess you can Artisan Scepter power combo, and like gain a bunch of duchies. Maybe. Normally you'd be able to gain a bunch of Scepters, but it seems like they're going to be out already. I mean, maybe this will pile on like Scepter Devil's Workshop. That would be pretty sickening. Okay, we do get an animal fair picked up, amusingly bought bought for 7 rather than the alternative cost. Burning Skull should buy nothing here, take gold, a Scepter, and an imp. You could get 2 imps, but I think a gold and an imp is better. Okay, takes Bridge Troll. He's gonna go for the 2 imps. Alright. So many Devil's Workshop, but I have no clue what's happening in this game. I think this might be like the absolute ugliest board that this mix can produce. I'm sure you could come up with something uglier, but this is not This is definitely not Nocturne Mix at its finest. Yeah, imps don't look that great. Gold looks good. alibby has enough points. Maybe alibby should just, like, hard pile Devil's Workshop. Okay, alibby's going for Devil's Workshop. I can believe in this. This is definitely something I can believe in, is trying to get Devil's Workshops to pile. You have no idea how much I can believe in this. Burning Skulls races have been very sad. Yeah. I think you can definitely set up a deck where you're a lot less dependent on chariot race points than there being. Just like gold. Have gold, have, Animal Fair. Take Vander and bat him. What about take Vander, Animal Fair him? And then you can bat the Monastery. Like what's the Monastery really doing right now? Not a whole lot. Kind of just getting in the way. You're not drawing enough ever to have the Monastery really shine. So yeah, let's trash Monastery. That looks great. Should alibby take an estate in a Devil's Workshop? What a question to be asking. I'm gonna go with yes. Estate Devil's Workshop looks okay. Maybe Estate Devil's Workshop isn't that great, though. Okay, does just take the gold that we've been wanting for a while. I mean, presumably at some point somebody is going to hit Province, so you can't just go rushing the Devil's Workshops like I've been suggesting. It's just stupid. We gonna Scepter another imp here, or Scepter the Chariot Race, or what? Okay, we Scepter the Chariot Race. alibby might be able to win with an amazing draw. I guess the Devil's Workshop on top is gonna... Oh, Burning Skull gave up a province there, is being pointed out. Which is probably not that great to be doing. These two Devil's Workshops, alright. So alibby here I think should take like Province. Oh, he had 7 in Bridge Troll. Apparently that actually was a province, could have been buying it. Is what I'm hearing, because I don't pay attention to cost reduction. Is what we're learning now. Thing is, alibby here, I might take a province, a Devil's Workshop, and an imp. Or you could take, like, I guess you max out at 2 Devil's Workshops, which I'd probably only be taking 1. Hard to say. Okay, province. Let's see Devil's Workshop and imp. Trying to pile on Devil's Workshop is just gonna be my jam here. Burning Skull misses province. That's gonna be a pretty big points problem. I think the missing province here kind of gives alibby almost permission to just try to rush Devil's Workshop. And I mean, alibby can take 2 Devil's Workshops here and probably just win next turn. Like, for real. Not even remotely joking. you just take 2 Devil's Workshops, right? and probably win next turn. Like, what else are you gonna do? Duchy Devil's Workshop? Duchy? Let's just kind of extend the game out more than it needs to be. Yeah, I don't know. If you Duchy Devil's Workshop, you might not be able to reach on the next turn. Depending. We'll see. Let's see a Devil's Workshop. Gains the Devil's Workshop. Okay. Alibby is just going to need to find gains here. Burning Skull might be able to triple Duchy. Or quad Duchy. I guess not. No, he could. Burning Skull can quad Duchy here. Which is probably the best move. You need the point lead, right? Province Duchy, yeah, that's probably a little bit better way to do the point lead. So this scepter should play for 2 coins, as is pointed out. You can buy Province Duchy, Province, and then Vampire for a Duchy. I guess Burning Skull's way to go for the win would be to get 4 Duchies, though, although putting 2 on top is not great. You can get 4 Duchies in an estate. I don't know what the estate does. Then Alibby is looking for a Vampire that isn't in deck. So this is Burning Skull's move to go for the win next turn. Alibby can top deck the Scepter. Okay. Gold on top. Let's see here. So Alibby can't reach Province that easily. Finds the gold, so it does reach Province in something of a miracle. So that's a positive. It doesn't defend against Double Duchy, which Burning Skull gets, and Burning Skull wins. Maybe Alibby could have been a bit more aggressive on the Devil's Workshops. Not sure. Certainly not the turn before taking 2. That would have just lost, it seems. Possibly. Not sure. But hopefully we can get onto some game that doesn't be whatever that game was. I can believe in taking a break after that. Alright, what have we here? Bridge Troll Hermit. Conclave is your village along with Madman. So it's going to be a little bit annoying to get done, but you can get it done. Secret Cave wishes are going to come out. Draw is just wishing well. Stampede also. copper trashing, not really there. It's not going to be a... I don't know that it's going to be a pretty one. Unfortunately. It'll be a lot of work to have it be pretty. Let's see. Wow, I have a bunch of freaking notifications for League. Why am I getting a notification for something that's supposed to be at the end of this week? That's really annoying. Really annoying. Additional sample to be voted on. Okay. Why are there required cards? There's required cards because this is Nocturne Mix, and so the kingdoms are generated randomly from a group of, say, 75 cards that were chosen by Donald X to feature Nocturne cards and Nocturne themes. Okay, anyways, they're starting this game. Burning Skull needs to win or tie to win the tournament. But we'll see. Oh, Treasure is copper trashing. I think I like starting Hermit pretty much almost by default. It's hard to say if you're going to be able to accumulate enough madmen to really end up. Yeah, Bridge Troll for the third time in a row. This one you might actually be able to play with Bridge Troll though, or effectively though. So, you know, it's a pretty big change. I guess 2 boards ago you could play with Bridge Troll effectively, but they just didn't. Anyways, I like starting Hermit. You want to pick up Madmen that can get the lamp trashed pretty quick. This board also has Treasure or Magic Lamp, something to pay attention to. That's actually going to reduce the number of Bridge Trolls you need, since you can pick up wishes and just end up wishing for the provinces rather than having to build a really big turn with Bridge Troll in the villages. You have non-terminal gainers. So actually you could probably get it done with just 2 Bridge Trolls here, which is a pretty big positive. The one thing about Treasure or Lamp is that your opponent could theoretically sort of dominate the lamps, but you have to be putting them in the trash to get the wishes, so... I think Stampede is really good here. Yeah, I can see Stampede being good here. It'll definitely be good later in the game. Treasure or Lamp is definitely more awkward than Treasure or Mirror. Yeah, for sure. You end up having to leave them in the trash is the main thing. I would have opened double Hermit as either of them. I see neither of them did that. Burning Skull would have been really, really disappointed by it, certainly. Alibby maybe a bit less so. I think Burning Skull should wish for an estate. Yeah, I would have been wishing for an estate there. I guess Copper, you buy Stampede. Estate gets trashed. I guess you think about what you're buying next turn. The advantage to estate is that you're not going to hit 2 like this. I think that makes me probably favor the estate a bit. The not hitting 2. Alibby might think should probably discard there. Don't draw the Madman. Don't wish for Madman. Okay. Yeah, I still prefer double Hermit. Um, could this 4 be a conclave? I mean, it could be. Anything could be, but Alibby's Madman ended up missing. Take something like Silver Treasure here. Do you need the silver? Or Hermit Treasure? Or, yeah, Stampede. Always Stampede. There's these landscapes. Alright, so gain Hermit and then Stampede. Looks like the move. It's Humble Castle. Not in love with Humble Castle, certainly. Yeah, Humble is worse than Silver. It says a little bit to me that Alibby isn't seeing Treasure or Lamp right now that well. Burning Skull's having definitely problems of his own, though. First Estate Trash turn 6 is not where you like to be. With Hermit. Secret Cave. I'm gonna guess buys Treasure. I'm pretty sure Stampeding leaves you too low on uniques. Okay. Alibby gets the Lamp here. Which, as always, is a big deal. Can discard... Yeah, can discard. Copper Estate. Be fine. Can even trash a copper here, which is beautiful. I think you want to gain Hermit here. Like, gain Hermit, trash a copper, Stampede. Since the Lamp will go out of play. You can Stampede. For sure. Yep, does that. So that looked great. We might actually be somewhat close to a Burning Skull Resign already. We'll see. The one thing long term here is you're going to be wanting to incorporate a second treasure and still have enough uniques, which I guess is not that difficult with the treasures, or with treasure. Just play horse, right? Okay, wishes for something. Wishes for Conclave. That's sensible. You don't want to end up playing this Madman this turn, so it's fine. Copper. Can Alibby take another treasure right here and still pop? People seem to think so. Okay. Yeah. So that's definitely what you do. Is you're gonna want another treasure to trash out copper. As you're also continuing to gain all these wishes. And then eventually you're going to be wanting second wishes, so, yeah. The Hermit gain is curious. points towards... I would have definitely liked to have kept the Madman. Wish Troll when you can have both. Conclave, okay. Gains the lamp. How are we doing on... That makes this have to be a bridge troll, right? I mean, you do want bridge troll eventually. A couple. I mean, you also just want bridge troll to, like, do the buying things thing. Yeah, wish for bridge troll. Yeah, I did want a copper trash instead of this, and keep the Madman. Wish for cobbler. What is this? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I guess the order you could have done bridge troll and then hermit gained a crumbling castle. I'm not sure about getting all the hermits. You're looking to buy things. But next set of wishes. I don't know what you buy here. You might buy like, okay, just gets Madmen. Buy nothing is reasonable. Should have bought Stampede for nothing. I always like buying Stampede when it doesn't work, right? Why buy nothing when you can buy something instead? Burning Skull can take Alibby's lamp and get 6 wishes. It's probably a good move. I mean, then Alibby can take both of the lamps and get 6 wishes, and then they just, you know, keep getting 6 wishes each turn. There's some sort of theme here that we can come up with. People keep using up lamps, and then, looks like 6 wishes is not happening. Burning Skull can hoard lamps. It's hard to say whether it's going to be better than an estate trash. Burning Skull also probably needs to get a Madman in here. To, have a village for next turn and actually be able to pop lamp. So you're probably... I think Burning Skull is kind of forced to play this Hermit to get the Madman. Otherwise, you're definitely not popping next turn. Of course, there's also the Resign button, which, might be might start to look kind of appealing. But we'll see. I was gonna buy something. I really feel like you need that Madman. Okay, buys Curse. That seems like a very temporary solution to possibly losing. Yeah, the important thing is that we are delaying the inevitable. Wishes for Hermit reveals Conclave. That's fine. You can just Conclave this Madman and have your deck in hand. I don't know if it's good for Alibby to start wishing for provinces this turn. Seems possible that it's good for Alibby to start wishing for provinces this turn. I'm also not sure if it's good to... It's probably not good to keep the Madman. You probably want to pick up a few Hermits. Or at least this one Hermit. Certainly don't go buying anything. I think the wish for the third Bridge Troll is a little bit excessive. And the fourth one. Although you can play them all, so... Who knows? You can still pop Lamp here. Yeah, more wishes. I expect the best move is probably like have this Hermit, gain a Hermit, get the Lamp, get wishes, and then just don't buy anything again. Yeah, provinces. Fine. Not really fine. Okay, Burning still gives up, as it is. Apparently the provinces were intimidating enough, even if they weren't that good. Anyways, they are on to a game 5 for everything unless they tie. Yeah, no Madman. I wanted no buys. As I say, more intimidating than good. Certainly could have stalled. Yep. This board actually looks like it has things. Although most boards have things. There's a lot of night cards. Interestingly, there's only 2 things that you can put teacher tokens on, which are Golem and Cursed Village. I guess you can put it on Peasant also. Your draw here probably has to be a lot of spirits and like Golem if you want to go after the Horn turn. Cursed Village doesn't look that great for it. I think your start's probably Exorcist Peasant. I don't think it's worth considering the Guardian Vampire thing. Exorcist Peasant just looks better. Yeah, 6 night cards. Count Ghost and it's 7. Count Bat and it's 8. And then also Golem. My thought right now is... like, how good is Fugitive here? Like, I don't feel like going after, like, just some sort of money is really valid here. You have to play this Golem Spirits thing to try to do Horn. Which makes things a little bit awkward. You can certainly get it done with Golem Spirits. Get to however many distincts you need for Horn. The whatever money doesn't look very fast. I think this is a board where you probably want like every single fugitive in existence. I keep saying that even though we have the spirits. So it's probably not actually true. I'm definitely still busy thinking, though. I wonder if Burning Skull wants a potion already. Nope. Night Watchman. Alright, so that'll make sure that the Exorcist finds something. You discard Copper Estate here. Alright. Alibby takes Vampire. Peasant misses for Alibby. It's probably okay. Alibby should buy another Peasant here. Get the Wisp. Do we actually want Peasant? Yeah. Yeah, we want Peasant. I want Peasant at least. Maybe I shouldn't want Peasant. Why do I not want Peasant here? Imps in action on... I think you don't actually play with Cursed Village. Imps, Wisps, Fugitives, Golems, Horns. The thing that the only teacher token you might do is card on Golem, and that seems not worth it. At all. Alibby's not having the most pleasant of times up there. I think Burning Skull could, buy Night Watchman and then trash it immediately for an imp. Yeah, I think you skip Cursed Village. I think I like Potion here as Alibby already. You might not be hitting Golem, but it's not like you're going to be doing better than it. If you get a potion and you end up missing Golem with it, it's not like you're going to have a better turn than, having 2 money or something like that. So I'm not liking that Night Watchman so much. I think it should have just been a potion. I guess the advantage of the Night Watchman is that it gets the 4 coppers in the estate out of the shuffle, which is not nothing. Burning Skull has a decision here whether to play the Wisp or try to hold the horse. It does play the Wisp. Well, now you want to play the horse to get the Vampire Fugitive. Given that the Fugitive was down there, horse should have come first. Now you're gonna, buy Ride, gain Potion. Alright, not liking this Night Watchman at all. And I mean, this Fugitive should stay as Fugitive, actually. Oh, that's a rough poverty. That's, really, really, actually quite terrible. Alibby has a soldier down there, right? So this is, discard Peasant Will-O-Wisp. Gets that right. I guess it could have also been discard Peasant Horse, so that gives you a little bit less leeway. Okay, Burning Skull takes the potion, should not upgrade the Fugitive. Upgrading that Fugitive was bad. I am willing to say upgrading that Fugitive was not good. Alibby here should take a Night Watchman to immediately trash it, and then also a potion. I think Imp is better than Copper. Okay, takes a Cursed Village, so that's not going quite in the direction that I really want this to go. I was willing to say that exchanging for Disciple there was not good for Burning Skull. Amazingly. Burning Skull should think about taking Night Watchman for Impure. Burning Skull could also think about a second Exorcist. It's something that you'll want eventually, and you can keep feeding it with the Night cards, Night Watchman and Guardian. I think I would have liked a second Exorcist there. He might just trash out 2 coppers, we'll see. Nope, wants another Peasant. Okay. Or a Ride. Alright. I think trashing out 2 coppers is better than the Ride. Alright, here we see Golem missing, and again, like I said, you miss Golem with a potion in hand, and it's basically just as good as if it had been a silver. So, that's why you can put the potion in earlier. Here again, we have Disciple possibly being worse than Fugitive, though that's not really news at this point. Maybe this time around the Disciple's a little bit better. Alibby should look at second Exorcist, should also look at Potion, although getting the Cursed Village indicates that Golem's not probably really as much on the horizon, which is a little bit concerning since the Golem deck I think is quite a bit better. Peasants, Ride, okay. Probably Disciple Wisp first, yeah. Okay. So that Disciple ended up working out. Here you can discard Copper, play Peasant, buy Golem, Vampire for Night Watchman, Exorcist it into an Imp. I think they'd be doing better to be seeing the gain to hand immediately Exorcist moves. Yeah, so this is underplaying this turn, I think. I guess the Vampire could also be looking at gaining a Horn here, which is fine. Also, might even be better. I would not be looking at it gaining a Cursed Village. Golem Cursed Village is not a... Or the Golem deck plus the Cursed Village is not going to be something that works well together. Burning Skull has 2 Night Watchmen somehow, which is not something I'd like to have. Alibby gets the Cursed Village near the start of turn, which makes this a pretty appealing turn. Burning Skull does not want to discard a state. Wants to discard something else. Potion. Okay. That's reasonable. I think I'd like to start... So Alibby probably wants to pick up a Potion and maybe another Exorcist this turn. It doesn't seem to be playing towards Golem very much. Look, Cursed Village Hex actually, discard Hex actually did something. unusual. I'm guessing this will be a Horn of Plenty now. Could be Potion, but I'm pretty sure Golem is not happening on that side. Otherwise we would have seen a Potion already. And it just gains Peasant. So I guess this is kind of going for like Cursed Village and then the Peasants and Soldiers. Which might be fine. You can put like coin on Cursed Village, right? And maybe get to a couple double provinces that way. Would be my guess for where this is going. Let's see. I definitely prefer trying to do the Horn with Golem, but this is like the Cursed Village and Low Travelers is a valid deck. I want to Disciple Peasant for that. Yeah. I guess it would be take a Cursed Village here, and then you probably actually do want to ditch your Exorcist right now. It's not going to be particularly useful going forward. Alright, keeps the Exorcist. Okay, Discipling Golem looks amazing. It didn't do anything. No, it did one wisp, okay. Well, that's certainly disappointing, but Golem to flip the deck again. Burning Skull seems to be having a little bit of struggle here, not having like the imps or the horns in deck. I think this turn for Burning Skull I would like to see at least one horn gain. Maybe a ride with it. Possibly a second Exorcist also. But I don't think Peasant is the right thing for this deck moving forward. Locust, Peasant, Soldier into Peasant. That's amusing. Downgrade the Traveler with Locusts. Let's see. What was the... Oh, Soldier. Soldier was the thing that made Alibby's hand size. As it is. Alibby had the opportunity to take a Teacher last turn. Yeah, I think the Teacher should have happened. The Trashing Soldier is actually probably more significant for the fact that it's in the trash than the actual downgrade. If Alibby is trying to build this Low Travelers kind of style deck, having 4 soldiers versus 5 is an actually not insignificant amount of money. Okay. It's not going after horns at this point, so I feel like the best move might actually be the province. I'd like to say like province, cursed village, trash a copper, and then you do want a teacher. For sure. Buy 4 peasants. Does 4 peasants get you close to a win next turn? I don't think so. Otherwise, I definitely agree. This is Cursed Village. Alright, trash out the curse. Diluted probably isn't going to do much since Burning Skull's hand is so weak. We'll see. Does gain Horn of Plenty. That looks kind of weirdly directed to me. And does get the rest of the soldiers as sort of expected. Alright. Burning Skull can't even reach Ride here. The Horde is going to gain a peasant. Yeah, I feel like for the deck that Burning Skull is going towards, there should have been more emphasis on gaining imps. You can exercise Night Watchmen that you buy, as opposed to just getting the peasants. As alibby, I still would have liked a teacher. I think coin on Cursed Village would be a pretty strong move over on that side. I don't think going after Horn from here is really a great and wonderful move. Like, you're going to be producing enough money to be doubling. You might be able to even produce enough money to be tripling if you go after the teacher. Oh, it's possible that, like, being able to disciple a soldier at the end is better for that. Not sure. Yeah, like this hits big numbers. No doubt about that. I think you just probably want to turn the Horn in for a province, like right now. And if not, why do you play that copper? Gain a peasant. Okay. 2 provinces, bat the coppers. Might be better to bat the Exorcist. Probably is better to bat the Exorcist. Let's see, how many was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I think it's better to trash the Exorcist than the second copper. Given that the Horn only hit 7, I would have held the, I would have held all 3 coppers. What's this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. So Burning Skull has enough to get province here. Obviously, that's not what you want to be doing with this deck right now. You want to be getting more Horn of Plenty, somehow more draw. That's like golems and imps. So this should gain Horn of Plenty by golem, trash for imp, I think. And this fugitive I don't think should exchange. Like, I'm pretty certain it shouldn't exchange. Disciple is a bad card. You heard it here first. I guess not bad, but Fugitive is better. Alibby will definitely have the ability to hit. I think you want to be playing this Wisp, not sure. I guess you wait on the Wisp a little bit longer. The thing that the Wisp could do is, yeah, get you the Disciple in hand. I think you might still rather be discipling the Cursed Village. Teacher is looking increasingly like something that I wanted a while ago. Not that I'm completely unbiased there. But, like, Teacher, have a coin on the Cursed Villages would be pretty nice right now. I wonder if as Alibby you try to take an Imp here to try to get the Horn of Plenty up to 8. And more Horn of Plenty. Not so sure where the more Horns of Plenty is going. Let's see. Alibby. That was Alibby getting another soldier down to Peasant, which is actually, as we've been saying, quite bad because it really limits the economy of this deck. Each soldier, or that soldier was 6 coins, potentially. Which means I think Alibby is probably somewhat looking at needing to figure out what piles here, and I'm not seeing what piles here other than Province. Possibly Horn of Plenty piles if Bernie Skull keeps pursuing the big horn turn. So this will be like 2 horns, and then turn the Night Watchman into an Imp. Two horns, Night Watchman to Imp. Would Crypt be useful? I don't think he's drawing well enough for Crypt to be useful. Crypt kind of has that weird thing where you need to be drawing well in order to use it well, and you also need to, and also it's supposed to help you drawing as another unique in play. Yeah, I mean he's up to 8 already, right? So I don't know. I think we counted a while ago he was already up to 8. So, not sure. I could be wrong about that, but alibby is definitely not an 8, but could start trying to maybe kind of go after Horn of Plenty here as something that is going to pile before the game or before Burning Skull can actually score that much. I'm not sure that's really valid, but oh well. I'm not sure about 3x Horn and Province. It would be an aggressive move certainly, but you'd be definitely counting on drawing well to get there. I do want the Province. I think that's important to just keep ramping up the amount of distance between you and Burning Skull. You might be looking at something like, I don't know, Province and 2 rides, and then I don't know what these horns do. Maybe Cursed Village. At this point, I don't think there's much that hurts you from Cursed Village. You can't triple Province. It's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. So I think I'd look at maybe something like Cursed Village, Horn of Plenty, Province, 2 rides, Exorcist the Bat. Right now, since you didn't get the Tetra a while ago, you're just looking at how do I keep provincing while maybe increasing the pile pressure a little bit. I guess I would point away from doing the horns is that you really do just want to keep provincing. Okay, takes a duchy. The duchies look okay. Yeah, I'm not trying to build up to 8. I don't think you can actually draw it, but maybe you can. Okay, takes 2 duchies. So I guess it's just going for distance increases. So this would be like Province and 2 horses, which seems okay to me. What this does is that at some point you are just going to, interesting. I would have thought that would have been like exercising the Night Watchman. But so this is a little bit curious in the Cursed Village deck. The important thing for alibby right now is keep hitting Province. If you can just keep hitting Province, I don't know how Burning Skull's really going to end up catching you long term. So like this hits Province, which is just fine. So this was just like almost, I'm not going to say perfect, but it was a fine turn for alibby. Hitting Province is really the only goal right now. Burning Skull has a long way to go points-wise now. It needs to be all 3 of the provinces and quite a few duchies at that. Like 5 duchies. So it's getting pretty close to being uncatchable. I don't know, what turn is it? 17, yeah. So 17 tells me there's something that could be being done better here. But it's hard to say what exactly. I think the decks got kind of confused early with Night Watchman. Burning Skull's side definitely wanted a second Exorcist. Burning Skull needs to figure out how to start scoring here. Another province from Alibby, I guess, pretty much sinks him also. This is 28. I don't know. I don't think it's enough either way. 18. That leaves you down 14 points. You need 3 provinces and 5 duchies. So this isn't enough gains anyways. I don't know how many VP it actually is, but it's short. Just gaining the horns. Even another duchy for Alibby would go a long, long way. I don't know if you can afford to take 3 horses. I think you might just need to be buying duchy here. Duchy ride. To really have a chance at catching up on the next turn. Okay. It is just the 3 horses, though. I think Burning Skull will know that better than I do. So, a duchy for Alibby here, I think, is pretty close to good enough. It's weird to say that it's just a duchy needed, but I think that's just too much distance. And gets the... No, hasn't gotten the province yet. Now gets the province. Which means Alibby will end up winning this game. So we'll see if Burning Skull resigns it, or if I'll start doing the congratulations as they're still playing. Yeah. So the province, you just, I guess, take a state. Really emphasize it. You're not catching me, you know. What? 12 years. 12. Yeah, this is game. 12 plus 15 is 27. Right? Hexes. You can empty curses into Alibby's deck over the course of 18 turns or something like that. Okay, Burning Skull. Burning Skull resigned. So congratulations to alibby on winning Nocturne Mix. It ended up being a pretty interesting deck at the end there, trying to do this low traveler stuff. I'd have tried to go for something more like Burning Skull did, but doing a bit more Exorcist for Imps early on. But overall, congratulations to alibby on the tournament win. It was well played. Thank you all for listening, and see you all.